So now your promise was about the moon.
Yes.
Is she? Can we say she now
We
about the
can,
moon?
we can say she. First, let me tell you a little bit about the moon god. Well, basically, the moon god has 27 wives, and they are the 27
So
nakshatras.
different from what one would expect. If
Yes,
we call it she will be the queen
yes,
next to the sun.
yes. So, when you have to think about understanding the effect of moon in our world, then you have to call moon as she, as mother,
Yeah.
as the queen, like this.
But let's start from where you started.
Yes. So moon is described as the husband of the 27 nakshatras.
Ah, that's
Yes,
why.
yes. And see, if you go to any temple of moon in any part of India, in South India especially, there are some special temples of separate planetary deities, huge temples, 30, 40 kilometers away from each other. Here is Sun, here is Rahu, here is Mercury. So I visited all those temples, and those that has been a very educational experience for me, how authentically the priests are dressed, what kind of things they're offering to each planetary
Oh,
deity.
yes.
It's a learning experience. Like the colors of the deities of
This
the
is the best
temples.
way to learn.
Yes, it's a learning experience. Yes.
So, do they dress really
In
according to the
white
colors?
for moon, they are dressing in white.
Oh,
White things all being offered.
okay.
It's very interesting. So if you really are fond of astrology, if you want to be serious into this, some of our viewers may be serious into this. So it is called the Navagraha tour in Tamil Nadu, the Navagraha tour, and the best place to stay to do this tour. The tour can take 3 days, and the best place to stay is Kumbakonam.
Kumbha Konam.
Konam, yes, Kumbakonam. That is the central place from where it is easy to cover all these places. And Kumbakonam, of course, doesn't have any five-star hotels, but it has some quite good accommodation. You can feel clean, comfortable out there. It has some good
Is it a
accommodation.
place which once you mentioned is very safe?
It is one of the safe places actually where
Okay.
people kind of respect each other, where people respect women. So it is a
Actually, in the
sacred place.
south is generally safe.
Yes, yes, yes. You can feel safe. So anyway, moon is our emotion. So basically, moon also indicates a lot of energy, but more inside us, in the level of our mind, in the level of our emotions.
Ida
Yes.
Nadi.
Yes, extreme, exactly. So Sun is the Pingala and this is Ida. So it is very important. So you may say it is the sacred feminine energy within us. See, even if you ask a doctor, whether you ask a gynecologist or an andrologist, you will know that a man has both male and female hormones. A woman also has both male and
Obviously.
female. Yes. So, the moon is the feminine side. Venus is also feminine side. We'll talk about that right after moon. But moon is the feminine side, which is very simple, which is not complicated, which is not crooked, which does not, when if a moon person loves somebody, it will be completely selfless love, unconditional love,
Like the mother.
like the mother, like the ideal mother we expect. It's not like a wife or a partner. It can also be aunt, it can also be an elder sister who loves you like a mother.
Yeah.
Yes, so a motherly attitude, we can say, a
Which
motherly
is
person,
pure, like
pure.
sacrificial,
Yes,
maybe.
yes, yes. So you see, moon's color is white, Venus's color is also white, but there is a difference.
We should have dressed in more white now.
Well, actually, we have a lot of white in the room on the walls.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yes. So actually, moon's white is matte white. You know, women use lipsticks matte and glossy. I have learned it from
Matte.
my wife.
Matte. Okay. We learn all life.
Yes. So matte white is moon and sparkling white, shiny white is Venus. So
Okay,
why
that is
matte
very
white?
important.
Yes. Why matte white? Matte white is basically indicating simplicity.
Ah.
Yes. And the Venus sparkling white indicates mixture of all colors.
Okay.
So it is not so simple. It's a
Not so
combination of all
simple.
colors,
No.
all emotions, all rasas, everything combined. So here is like, but we are talking about moon, so you can understand a lot of things about moon is unconditional, simplicity. So a moon, but the problem is a moon person sometimes can be too emotional. If it works in a good way, this emotion can help the person to be a highly creative person, a very good psychologist. He can be a very intuitive person. Moon can help you to develop your intuition to a great level. But there will be some signs of intuition, but how well you will be able to nurture that and get it into a proper shape, it depends on how much effort you are ready to put on your meditative practices and all
Yes,
that.
that's what I would say.
Yes, yes.
Spiritually to
Yes,
develop,
yes,
and
yes.
then we develop then the higher qualities of a person.
Yes,
Otherwise, it can be, as you said,
lower qualities
too
or
emotional
very simple
and
qualities.
too changeable, maybe too
Yes, yes, of course. See,
unstable in this
we say
sense.
that moon is the planet of traveling. Okay, it doesn't say within the country, outside, doesn't. Just
Oh,
moon people love traveling, they enjoy traveling. And why? Because they enjoy new experiences, they like changes. They don't like to be in the same place for a long time. Of course, they will come back to their homes.
because moon is the fastest
Yes,
moving
moon is the
one.
fastest moving, definitely. Moon is the fastest moving. So basically, now moon is a very sensitive planet. If somebody is born closer to full moon, later on I will mention exactly which phases and all those things will come later when we will come to strength of planets. But in general, please see that when moon is quite big in the sky, then you can expect the emotions to be a little more controlled because moon has an immunity against negative energies, so our emotions or mind can have some immunity.
When you say when it is full,
Not exactly full, it is like the 15th phase when there's a full moon.
in the person,
Yes,
as a
when the person
character.
is born, let's say when the person is born, if the moon was full at that time, close to full, not exactly full maybe, but
Like
close,
5 degrees
or
around the
5 days
full
before
moon.
after, something
Yeah.
like that. If you see that, then you know that even if this person has a moon disturbed by some cruel planets, because different planets can influence each other according to the position in the horoscope.
Yes.
So even if the moon is disturbed, but the moon was a foolish moon, like big moon in the
Yes.
sky, then the person will not be emotionally so much disturbed.
Yeah. Not so too
Not so
sensitive
much,
and
yes,
too
not that much. There will be still
affected.
some ability to concentrate, some strength to control emotions, ability to control emotions, and the ability to concentrate. So, for students and for children, moon is extremely important.
Okay.
Yes. Now you see, unfortunately, quite often nowadays we see that there are separations in families. There are
Yes.
small children who are witnessing their parents separating, like some children may be missing their father, some children may be missing their mother. It's a very sad situation which is not welcome actually in society. So, these children, if they have a bad moon, they suffer more, they
Okay.
seriously
Okay.
suffer. And when they grow up, they stop trusting the opposite sex and they are afraid to have family, and many kind of complexities and complexes come in their mind. But if the moon is good, the child may definitely feel stressed, but it will not turn out to be some kind of a long term suffering kind
Will
of a
go
disease.
quickly through
Yes,
the
yes, yes. They will
suffering.
be able to forget that and get on with their life.
Emotional stability
Emotional
will be.
stability. That's the basics word or the phrase I would say. Emotional stability. So either you can be a highly creative person, a very good creative qualities, or you can be a very sensitive and emotionally very weak person,
Vulnerable.
nervous person. And as I will say that the moon has a role to play in our memory also. Normally people say Mercury is for memory, but moon has also an important role in the memory. If it is in bad condition, you will never forget bad experiences.
Ah. I was about to ask, isn't it more the emotional kind of memory?
Yes, exactly. It's
Which
more the
is
emotional kind of memory, but you must
connected to
understand
feeling.
emotion can destroy intelligence. Too much
Yes,
emotion.
yes,
So, a bad moon can have its bad influence on the logical side also. So, it is
yes.
like they are very closely connected. You cannot separate them so easily. So, that is why very soon I will talk about Mercury, Venus, all these things.
Just to add, though, that because that's why I asked if it is full moon in the horoscope of a person. Because when it transits and becomes full in the sky, astrologers generally think of it like we all get more emotions and
True
more
emotion.
emotional.
Yes, yes, it is true. Like full moon, if it is too exact, full moon means suns and moon 180 degrees apart from each other. So if it is too exact, then it can have some negative effects also.
Too much
Too
emotions
much
in
emotions.
the society
Yes,
generally.
yes, yes. It has been observed. I have spoken to psychologists or
Okay.
psychiatrists who work in mental hospitals,
Yes.
and they have confirmed that both on full moon and new moon,
Empty moon.
the patients act in a more complicated manner, in a more difficult manner,
Unstable.
unstable manner.
Yes.
So, but normally I must tell you, in Vedic astrology, full moon has not been said to be so bad. In Western, full moon has been taken as, like full moon, it's like,
Lunatics.
lunatics and, the werewolf kind of movies. So it's not that bad according to Vedic
Okay.
astrology. I am not a werewolf on full moon, let me tell you. Okay, okay, thank you for being with
So,
us. Next day it will be Venus.
yes. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much,
See
and
you.
subscribe if you like,
Yeah.
please.